Hey guys, Mike here from We Watched a Movie, and I'm here to review The Loft. I don't know if you guys have even heard about this one or not. I haven't even seen a trailer for it. Five married guys buy a loft together in the city that they only have the keys to, and it's a place that they can take turns using to take prostitutes back to take their girlfriends back to so their wives won't know, to indulge in their deepest fantasies. And, one day, they show up, someone shows up to use the loft, and there's a dead girl in it. There's just a dead girl in the bed. Nobody knows who did it. Nobody knows which one of them had something to do with it. So this whole game of whodunit comes out, and their friendships and everything in their lives are tested. What got me excited about this movie to go see it, even though I saw no trailers, was the cast for it. First off, you got Carl Urban, who's plays Vincent. He's kind of like the leader of the group. He's the one whose idea it is. James Marsden, another guy who usually doesn't get that fair of a shake. I mean, he seems like he'd be a really good actor, but he never really gets those big roles, just like Carl Urban. He plays Chris in this movie, and he's kind of the nicer guy, the kind of guy that's kind of sketchy about the whole idea and wants to be a Captain America type dude, wants to be a good dude. Wentworth Miller's in this. He was the dude in Prison Break. I didn't watch that, but he's kind of the creepy looking guy that you just don't know what's going on, that would stand back in the corner and just watch. Eric Stonestreet, surprisingly. You got this group of guys who are all about debauchery and sleeping with women, and Cam from Modern Family is like a womanizing drunk asshole in this movie, so it's really weird to see his turn in this movie. He does a pretty good job. He has some funny moments where he's being a total dick, which is a really weird turn for him, but he does a good job at it. And finally, Matthias Schoenaerts. I'm probably not saying that right. Show and tell. I think it's Matthias Schoenaerts. This guy scares me, like on a deep personal level. I just watched The Drop this weekend, and he was kind of the creepy dude in that. He plays kind of the crazy one that's like loses his shit all the time and has a high temper and gets too drunk and just fucks everything up and is just really fucking angry. He had a rough childhood. You know, kind of the rich kid from the bad side of the blocks, you know? Did I say bad side of the blocks? It's like the worst bully that you can remember from your childhood days, like coming back and just standing over you as a giant fucking man and looking you deep in the eye. He just has something about him that just creeps me out to the soul. That guy scares the shit out of me. I never want to meet him. I don't care how famous he gets. I don't care if he plays fucking Batman. But I guess that's the mark of a good actor, because he's supposed to be that kind of guy in the two roles that I've seen him in. So he does a good job playing like the crazy fucking psycho one of the group. And the acting is good in this movie. I have a lot of problems with the movie, but first off, the acting's good. Carl Urban is good. Once again, I mean, he just plays the part perfect. That dude should be fucking Batman. He would be a great Batman, but that's aside the point. Carl Urban does a great job in this movie. He's just got that voice, man. He's got that leading man's voice. James Marsden has range for days. He's really good in this movie too, and the camera work is excellent in this. There's a couple of weird shots where the guys are being interrogated or something like that. They like to get really close to their face, and the camera starts right here, and you can just see like every single inch of their face, or the phone will ring and the camera will zoom into it real quick, and it'll be like shaking, and they try to add like this level of tension to it that maybe didn't really work that well. But aside from that, if you love movies like David Fincher movies for that sleek cinematography that they've got, this movie doesn't quite reach up to that. I'm not calling it a David Fincher movie, but the cinematographer on this did an amazing job. And most of the locations that they're at are like really nice, like posh or whatever, like fancy locations, because of course they're all rich, because everybody in the movies are fucking rich. All the locations they shot, the way they shot it, it all just looks so damn sleek and good. Like, I wanted to buy shit. I wanted to go to like fucking IKEA after I watched this movie. The camera work that he does is excellent. He tries some new things. There's a couple different things in there. Some of them work, some of them don't. But I really love the camera work and the cinematography that went with this movie. It's a great movie to look at. If it was a better movie, I'd probably buy it on Blu-ray. But that leads me to the problem with the movie. The problem is, just like you might have expected, nobody's that likable in the movie. James Marsden comes off as a little bit likable, but they don't really hone in on anybody's characters quite enough. It's just like all this shit's happening, and it's happening, and I think the movie would have landed the punches it wanted to land had I cared more about the guys' friendships. When things happen and start to break apart, like, you just don't care all that much. And there's a couple cool story twists and turns with a movie like this. You know there's gonna be some twists. There's gonna be some crazy stuff. That's the whole point. They do a couple that are okay, and it just goes on for a little bit too long. And I'm not giving away any spoilers there. You know there's gonna be twists in this movie, but they lay out a few too many twists and turns to the point where you're just like, okay, come on. It's a little unbelievable at this point. I would have believed you 4 twists ago, but now it's a little bit unbelievable. And you just don't care all that much, because none of the characters are really that likable. There's a couple funny moments in the movie, there's a couple of tense moments in the movie. Ultimately, it succeeded in its purpose. It was a decent little thriller, had a couple good twists and turns here and there, but it's kind of forgettable, even though it's a great looking movie. So I'm going to give this movie a 6 out of 10. Not a terrible way to spend your time at the movies. That's it for me, guys. My question for you today is, I freaking love Carl Urban and I love James Marsden and I want more for them in their careers. What is one actor for you that you just wish could just get a break? If you were in charge of Hollywood and you could say, I'm going to take you and shoot you out to stardom and you're going to be in all these cool ass movies, who would that actor be for you? Comment below, let me know. We'll see you guys next time.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.